Good day, viewers. You are welcome back to Tindanious Math Tutorials. I'm delighted to see you once again. If you are new here, kindly share, like, subscribe and comment for more interesting videos and catchy topics. Your Mid-Sem is approaching, right? So I just want to tell you, or I want to pinpoint to you where you can find the right videos for you. So you kindly search for Tindanious IBM or Tindanious Math Tutorials or Tindanious Math and Science Tutorials. They will all lead you to the same page. Once you get there, you go to my playlist. You click on the playlist, you will see complex numbers, factorial concepts, you will see functions, and you see permutations. Because of your Mid-Sem, kindly go to functions, please. Go to functions, you click on the functions and scroll down. Okay, do that patiently. You would see examination practice question 1. You watch that video entirely. Afterwards, then you move on to the next video. You would see examination practice 2, then examination practice 3, then you see final examination practice question. You watch all those videos. When you are done, then you move to the topmost videos, okay? That's under functions, okay? Then you solve for those suspected examination questions. That's all I have for you. So viewers, you would be surprised, okay? I don't want to talk much. Just visit the videos and success and grade A is yours. So to end today's tutorials, let me solve this question, okay? In order to gist you on functions. Now the question reads, consider the graph below. An open circle represents a point that is not included. Viewers, we'll be talking about all these things, okay? All right, this is just a question to, gist you on something, okay? So if you're new here, visit my previous lecture videos on functions, how to graph piecewise function, everything is well explained. Now the question says, A, is y a function of x? If yes, explain. If no, explain. So you can't give, an answer and go scot-free. B, is x a function of y? If yes, explain. If no, explain. Then the last one, the domain of y equals f of x equals f of x equals, or you can simply do it this way, y is equal to f of x, which is equal to 0 less than or equal to x, less than 4, and what is the range of y equals f of x. And we are doing this by considering the graph, right? That means we are not going to memorize things here. We are going to use this simple graph to interpret. So viewers, let's go straight to the point. A, is y a function of x? I'm giving you 2 seconds to think about this. All right, so the answer is a big yes, okay? So this is the solution, okay? So for A, so y, okay, so y is a function, of x. Viewers, when we say function, we have functions in programming, functions in maths, but we are considering mathematics, okay? Now when we say function, think of a machine at all, okay? So a machine accepts an input, right? Is that also? So you have the machine, okay, which is the device. Do you get it that way? It will accept what? An input, then it will process it, okay? So it will process it, okay? Then it will give out what? a desired resource, an outcome. And that outcome or that desired resource is what we call what? The Y, which is the output. So in other words, we have what? An input giving out what? An output. A corresponding output, a desired what? Resource. Things of this nature, okay, the whole concept, that's what we call what? A function. So it's more or less like what? A machine accepting input, process it, and what? It gives out what? A meaningful resource, which is what? An output. That is the idea and the concept behind what? A function, right? So having understood this concept, let's see how we can appreciate that over here. So Y is a function. For Y to be a function, we say that so Y is a function because the value of X, okay, because the X values, so the X values have a corresponding Y values. We can say Y is a function of X because X value, so we can say X has only one corresponding Y values. Why am I saying that? Viewers, let's see. From the graph, you realize this. This is X, okay? This is X. And you realize that when you trace this point, okay, to this point, or in other words, this point, the end point, you trace it to the y-axis, okay? You realize that so far as this graph is concerned, how many value does it have? Only one, which is what? 1 over here. It has what? A value of 1. So y is equal to what? 1. Let's consider the second one. We have this graph, okay? They are on the same horizontal line, right? Now when you trace them, you realize that it's what? It corresponds to what? To 2 on what? On the y-axis. Hence this is what? This is a function. So this is what? This is what? This is a function of what? Of x. Do you get it that way? What about the third one? When you trace, okay, you realize that what? It falls on what? On the 3. So we don't have a situation where this function corresponds to 3 at the same time corresponds to 4. When it happens that way, it is not what? A function. What about the last one? Of course, this, when you trace this, okay, you arrive at what? At what? At one image, which is what? Which is the 4. As a result of that, what? Y is a function. That's why we said Y is a function of X because X, you get it that way, has what? Only one corresponding what? Y value. So I don't expect you to memorize this. I don't expect you to do chew and pour. I don't expect you to do root learning. So far as Tindanious math tutorials is concerned. Now let's consider the B, which is of course very, very trivial. Is X a function of Y? Explain. Not at all. So here, so you say X is not a function, it's not a function of Y because Y have multiple values of X. Let's see, viewers. Is X a function of Y? Viewers, let's consider something over here. Now, when I pick this same graph, okay, now when I consider this, okay, you realize that at this point, okay, this corresponds to 0, right? Let's assume we are starting from the 0, from this one, 0, the origin, 0. Now, what about this? This one will correspond to a value of, say, 1. right? And let's say this one too correspond to a value of say 2. This one too correspond to a value of say 3. And this one too will correspond to a value of say what? 4. So you realize that when you consider a single piece, what do I mean by a single piece? When you consider what? This graph at the moment, okay, you realize that this same graph has what? It has what? A 0. It corresponds to a 0, and at the same time, well, it corresponds to what? Corresponds to 1 under the same graph. Now let's consider. So this is graph. Let's say graph alpha. Okay. Let me consider graph beta. You realize that when I consider graph beta, you realize that this point, this end point corresponds to what? 1, and at the same time, this same graph, okay, corresponds to what? 2. So you realize that we don't have what? We don't have, you know, this one, a y. We don't have a y value mapping onto what? Onto what? X value only. You realize that what? They are multiple. Do you get it that way? In other words, you would see, so x is not a function because what? The y value, okay, the y what? Maps on what? On more than one what? X values. Do you get the concept? Now when I even jump to the last one, you realize that this one corresponds to what? 3, and that same graph corresponds to what? Corresponds to 4. Therefore, x is not what? It's not a function of y, because y have what? Multiple values of x. Okay, so you can even say, for instance, viewers, you can say this, for instance, okay, so for instance, when you pick 1, y is equal to 1, okay, this y is equal to, these are the y values, okay, and these are the x values, right? So when you pick y is equal to 1, okay, what do we have here? This corresponds to 0, and this also corresponds to what? 1. So y is equal to 1 under given set of interval. Okay, so this is the interval, okay, from 0 to what? 1, right? So from 0 to 1. But viewers, you realize this. You realize that this 0, okay, one side, okay, one endpoint is shaded, okay. You can use inequality symbols like this. You add what? The stroke or the bar to show that is what? It is included. To show that is what? It is shaded. Do you understand the whole concept here? But because this point is not shaded, you don't have to include any what? Bar over here, right? So you say, for instance, y is equal to 1 under this set of interval, which is what? Starting from what? 0. So I have what? 0 less than or equal to, because that point is shaded, equal to, let's say, x. Then less than, not equal to, I'll not add this because this side is not shaded. What? 1. So from 0 up to what? 1. Okay, less than 1. So 0 less than or equal to x, less than or equal to what? Equal to 1. In order to what? To buttress what? The point you have, right? Someone would say, okay, I will decide to use y is equal to, let's say, 3. When you use y is equal to 3, under what set of interval? Viewers here, if I use y is equal to 3 over here, y is equal to 3, realize that this is the graph, right? This is the function. It's mapping onto what? 2. This 3, okay, so you are considering this. This is the third one. Okay, so it maps onto what? 2, then to 3. But because this endpoint is shaded, we'll bring that bar. So you say from 2 to 3, right? So you say what? 2 less than or equal to x, less than what? Less than 3. As simple as that. You can use what? Y is equal to 4. So y is equal to 4. What does it mean? So 4, there is it. Let's say pi. It starts from what? From 3, then to what? To 4. But here it's shaded. So you bring that bar, that stroke there, right? So you say 3 to 4. So 3 less than or equal to x, less than 4. As simple as that. You should be able to apply this math, okay, in reality. Alright. Now the third one, to end the session, we have the domain of y is equal to f of x, which is equal to 0 less than or equal to x less than 4. Now what is the range of y is equal to f of x? This is very simple, okay? Immediately read the first line, you should be able to interpret. We are saying 0 less than or equal to x. So that means started from where? We start from 0, okay? So this bar is here because at the 0, okay, realize that what? This endpoint is shaded. Do you understand that way? So you trace from 0 to here, this point is shaded. That explains why there's what? Less than or equal to then x. Then when you move from here and you consider here the fourth one, right? So from 0, which is shaded at that point, then to the last one, which is 4. Let's trace this 4 on the x-axis to touch the curve. In other words, to touch the graph at that point. Realize that what? It touches what? This graph at this point, which is not shaded. Do you get that? That explains why I have what? Less than 4. This is the 4. But that end point is not what? It's not shaded. Hence, you don't bring this one, this bar. That's the meaning, okay? Once you're going to interpret this, you can answer the questions what? Effortlessly. Now, if viewers, in other words, this is what? This is the set of values of x that will make the function defined. That is simply domain of a function. These are the x values, okay? Now we are looking for what? The corresponding what? Y values. The corresponding y values, and that will be what? That will be your range. So what do we do, viewers? So what is the range of y is equal to f of x? Viewers, when I consider this graph, okay, under this condition from 0 to 1, what do I have here? I have a desired result. I have an output, and the output here is what? Is 1. I've circled it. Now when I consider this, okay, I'm looking for the y, the corresponding y value. That will be my range. What do I have here? I have 2. I'll circle that one. Then here, the corresponding y value is what? Is 3, right? Then here, my corresponding what? Y value, okay? And that this interval for this is also what? 4. As simple as that. So my range, therefore, the range of y, which is equal to f of x, okay, is given by y is equal to then, what do we have? 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I have what? 1, 2, 3, and what? And 4. As simple as that. Viewers, this is the end to this simple question. If you are new here, kindly share, like, comment, and subscribe for more interesting videos and updates. Viewers, I wish you all the best. Take your time and write the paperwork. Do not panic. Do not rush. I wish you all the best. And I know by the help of Tindanious math tutorials, you will bring testimony. Bye.